What's going on, guys? Kaz Cray back with another New York Jets franchise video, and this is the first game of the 2019 season as the New York Jets take on the Cincinnati Bengals to open up the season on Sunday Night Football, as it's a matchup of wildcard teams from last year's playoffs. Of course, the Jets lost to the Patriots in a close one, 30-28, and the Bengals lost to the Raiders 59-36 in a high-scoring game. So, of course, the biggest storyline of this game is the much-anticipated return of the Jets' now sophomore quarterback, Blake Hobgood-Chittick, who missed most of the season with a shoulder injury. But he's back now, had a pretty solid preseason. He looks to translate that to the regular season as we get ready for kickoff. Adam Vinatieri going to kick it off for the Jets, and the 2019 season has begun. And a great kickoff to start the season as that goes in the back of the end zone for a touchback. As the Bengals will start this drive from the 25. And out comes Andy Dalton, who is coming off his best season of his career. He set career highs in touchdown passes and passing yards, only threw 10 interceptions to 35 touchdowns. As he comes out for the first drive of the game for the Bengals, 1st and 10. Bengals in a I formation, one tight end to the left, and they're going to hit it off. No, they're going to fake it. Here's Dalton going to throw across his body, and he finds John Ross, who's out to about the 49-yard line. The 48, that is, a 23-yard gain on the first play from scrimmage. As we take a look at this Bengals offense. Lucky Polk, the only new starter on the offensive line, and Bernard, Mixon, Green, Eifert, and Ross all back for this Bengals offense. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 9 from the 49-yard line. Dalton drops back. He's going to throw over the middle. Finds Bernard, and he is hit hard. Just so you guys know, I rap. Check my SoundCloud in the description. But Casey Hackney makes the tackle on the play, forcing a 4th down. And the Bengals will punt it away. And Allen going to kick this one. It's blocked. Marcus May with the block, and it is picked up by Dayon Burley. Burley's going to take it all the way for a Jets touchdown, and what a way to kick off the 2019 campaign for the New York Jets, as Marcus May able to come through and block this punt, and then Burley able to pick it up and return it for a touchdown. So now 7-0 lead for the Jets as the Bengals take over again. Here's Bernard on the counter, and a nice spin move to get himself a 1st down. Bernard very deceptively fast. He's a bigger frame guy for a 5'9" running back, but definitely has some speed on him. As on 1st and 10, he takes it up the left side, finds a hole, gets to about the 45-yard line of the Jets. 2 big runs on this drive to start it off. Now 1st and 10. Dalton going to hand it off again. This time Bernard blown up in the backfield. Dylan Donahue, the defending defensive player of the year, with the tackle. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 4. Dalton going to drop back, throws left side, and he's able to find A.J. Green. And Green out to the 30-yard line. Dalton 4 for 4 for 46 yards so far in this game. As the Bengals extend the drive, hand off to Bernard, and Bernard has space. He looks like he's going to get to the end zone, but Marcus May able to make the tackle at the 2-yard line. And now the Bengals knocking on the door, looking to tie this ball game up. Just over 8 minutes to go. Here's the handoff to the fullback. Hewitt blown up. And that's Marcus May with the stop. Hewitt only gets a yard in the play. Now it's going to be a 2nd and goal. Hand off to the right side. Bernard is stood up by DRC, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, making a stop for a loss of 1. Now 3rd and goal. Hand off to Joe Mixon this time, and he's blown up in the backfield. Ray Armstrong makes the play coming off the edge. So the Bengals have to settle for 3, and out comes Blake Hobgood-Chittick, who missed all but 3 games last season with a torn shoulder labrum. He returns as the Jets starting quarterback, though.
Here we go.
So now it's a 2nd and 11 after a 1-yard loss. Hobgood-Chittick back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, looking for Derek Pete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 now. BHC back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle, finds Tyree Gorin, but Gorin well short of the 1st down marker. So the Jets going to punt it away now. Here's Lachlan Edwards with a good punt. And Edwards is going to put the Bengals down at the 1-yard line. A great punt by the ever-reliable Lachlan Edwards. The Bengals have the ball at the 3 now, 2nd and 8. Bernard up the left side. And Bernard has plenty of space. I don't know if anybody's going to catch him. P.J. Williams there, but he misses him. And he might have the touchdown. And no, he's going to be run down by the rookie, C.J. Daly. But that run puts Bernard well over 100 yards now. 147 yards and 8 carries so far in this game. So now we go to a 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Dalton. They're going to try to roll out, but he's brought down for a sack. Ray Armstrong on the blitz again. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 11. Dalton in the shotgun, drops back again. And he's going to throw to the flat. He finds Tyler Eifert, and Eifert brought out of bounds as Kyle Fuller able to make a touchdown-saving push out there. The Bengals have to settle for another 3. So BHC and the Jets offense come out on 2nd and 12. He's going to throw deep to the right side, just overthrows Adrian Sheffield. BHC is still trying to get some chemistry with his offense. As we look at the Bengals defense now, Atkins, Dunlap, Glasgow, and Willis all in the front 4. Then Jones, Minner, and Burfict in the middle. And in the secondary, you have Jackson, Williams, Jones, and Poole. So now we have a 3rd and 12 for the Jets. 2 receivers on either side. Hobgood-Chittick back to throw. He's going to throw short to Gorin, and Gorin just short of the first down marker. Going to be 4th and inches. And that'll end the first quarter. The Jets have a slim 7-6 lead over the Bengals. Their offense not really getting started. We'll see what they can do in the second quarter. And we're going to start the second quarter with a very curious decision from their own 40-yard line. The Jets are going to go for it on 4th and inches. Hobgood-Chittick going to hand it off to Shepard, and Will Shepard able to get the first down. I guess if it works, you can't really question it now, can you? Now the Jets on a 3rd and 9. Hobgood-Chittick back to throw. Going to throw left side, finds Jordy Nelson. Coming out of the corner route, able to make the catch for a big first down. Nelson, of course, the marquee pickup on the offense for the Jets in the offseason. Now 1st and 10. Hobgood-Chittick again tries to scramble, and he's brought down for a sack. That's Glasgow on the sack. Now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. Receiver on either side now. Play fake to Keel. Here's Hobgood-Chittick. Has time. He's going to throw it, and he finds Jordy Nelson. Nelson able to get to the 11-yard line, and the Jets are in the red zone for the first time this season. Jordy Nelson already coming up clutch in his first official game with the New York Jets. It's a great throw from BHC, great patience by the very deceptively athletic quarterback. And now we have a 1st and 10. It's time to pitch out to Donfred Keel, the first we've seen of him in this video, as Keel able to get down to the 5-yard line. Hasn't had a very good game rushing in his first ever start. Hopefully he can get going. Now 2nd and 5, play action. Hobgood-Chittick is going to be brought down from behind as Jordan Willis makes the play. So the Jets back at the 13. It's going to be a 3rd and 13 now. See if they can get into the end zone. Hobgood-Chittick back to throw. He's going to try to throw it at the last second, but Willis gets there again for a 2nd straight sack. Now the Jets will have to kick a field goal now. So it's going to be a 10-6 game as the Bengals offense comes back onto the field. Dalton has 3 receivers to the left side. 2nd and 4. There's Dalton. Gonna throw left side, and a throw to Brashard Perryman, who makes the catch over the middle. So 6 for 6 for 65 yards for Dalton, and a new set of downs as the Bengals now in Jets territory. 2nd and 7. Hand off to Bernard, and he goes nowhere. Big play by the rookie C.J. Daly. Brings up a 3rd and 9 now. Here's Dalton. He's going to look deep. He might try to scramble. No, he just throws it short to Bernard, but Bernard has the first down, and he fumbles it, but he picks up his own fumble. So it's going to be a new set of downs for the Bengals. Now at the 32-yard line, we have a 3rd and 10 now, however. Here's the play fake to Mixon. Dalton going to throw left side. Intercepted. Casey Hackney, the linebacker, with the interception. He's going to go down at the 21-yard line. And right there, Dalton just took a chance and really underestimated the speed that Hackney has. As Dalton was looking for Perryman, and he didn't count on Hackney in cutting the route. But he does, and now the Jets have the ball back. So great job by Hackney to make that interception. So now it's going to be a 2nd and 11 for the Jets. Hobgood-Chittick back to throw. He tries to scramble again, and he's brought down for another sack as Glasgow gets the 2nd sack of the game. I believe that's now 4 sacks for the Bengals in this game so far. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 13. Play fake. Hobgood-Chittick under pressure, and that's sack number 5. Carlos Dunlap gets into the action. I don't know what Zach Strafe was doing there. It's moved away from him, and that's going to lead to a Jets punt. So now Bengals ball at the 45-yard line, a 3rd and 4. Here's Dalton. Back, he's going to try to scramble himself. He throws it across his body just to throw it away. Probably should have just thrown it away to the right side, but who am I to judge? Bengals going to punt it away. Now the Jets have the ball at their own 20. Jets in a weak eye as Keel gets the hand off to the left side. Keel has space. Going to go down at the 29-yard line, an 8-yard or 9-yard gain, that is. It's going to be a 2nd and 1. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Play fake to Keel. Here's BHC. He has plenty of time to throw it. He's going to throw downfield to Nelson, and Nelson makes the catch in stride. Nelson trying to get into the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Jets. And Nelson might be injured. So a bittersweet play as Nelson able to break away from the corner, and he's brought down in the end zone and falls on his shoulder. That just can't be good. Hopefully Nelson's not too seriously injured. He's been a huge asset in this game. But the Jets have a 17-6 lead. So now 1st and 10. Here's Dalton going to throw over the middle, and he finds Eifert. And Eifert gets down to the 39-yard line of the Jets. So the Bengals looking to cut into this lead before the half. 2 receivers to the right. They're going to run the draw play to Bernard. And Bernard fighting forward for about 4 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Here's Dalton. He has time. Going to throw it, and it's swatted away. Deontay Hunt on the swat. Donahue on the pressure. And now it's Jets ball at the 23 as they look to score one more time before the half as BHC finds Tyree Gorin over the right side. Gorin has space and speed. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Jets again. And the Jets extend their lead before the half with a big play by Tyree Gorin. It's a great throw, great catch, great run. It's a perfect play before the half to give the Jets even more momentum going into halftime and the second half. So Gorin's going to be a problem in this league. He has deceptive speed. He has pretty good hands and runs very good routes. He's going to be a problem for a lot of defenders in this league. So that's going to do it for the first half of play. The Jets up 24-9 as we head into halftime. And the Jets offense started off really slowly in this game, but they picked it up in a big way. And second half action coming to you in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready to get started with the second half. The Jets had a very up and down first half offensively, but in the second quarter, Blake Hobgood-Chittick in this offense really came alive, even though he did get beat up a lot. 5 sacks for the Bengals, but 2 big passing touchdowns, and both of them long plays really have ignited this offense, although the run game still hasn't been very good so far. Hopefully that changes. And now the Jets going to start off the second half with the football. It's a 3rd and 8. Here's BHC back to pass. He's going to throw right side. Just overthrows Tyree Gorin there. And the Jets will punt it away. Here's Edwards with another good punt. And this one looks like it's going to be returned. Here's Bernard, and he's hit hard. He fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Jets. But I think Bernard was down already once he fumbled the ball. They're going to review this one. And it definitely looked like Giovanni Bernard was already on the ground. Yep, there it is. His knee hit the ground. This is not going to stand. Play will be reversed, and it should be Bengals ball. And it is reversed, so the Bengals will have the ball at the 26. Now a 2nd and 5 from the 31. As another counter play to Bernard, and he is hit hard again. SoundCloud is in the description, guys. So 3-yard loss is going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Here's Dalton. He's going to scramble, throws left side, incomplete. And now it's going to be a Bengals punt as BHC 6 for 9, 213 yards and 2 touchdowns in his first game back from his shoulder injury last season. Now 1st and 10, handoff to Denard Robinson, who fumbles it, and the Bengals are going to recover it. Kevin Minner on the ball, and the Bengals are going to have the ball at the 25-yard line. And Denard Robinson, if he wants his starting running back job back, that is not the way that you get it. So now a 2nd and 3 for the Bengals from the 18. Here's Dalton, going to throw left side, finds Green, and Green is pushed out at about the 6-yard line. So new set of downs. The Bengals now 6 yards to the end zone. As Bernard going to get the handoff, he spins out Rogers Cromartie, gets it into the end zone, and the Bengals now cut into the Jets' lead. And Marvin Lewis decides to hold off on the 2-point conversion. So now 24-16 after the extra point as Asher Johns returns this one. And he's brought down by his face mask. That's going to be a penalty against the Bengals. He went down at the 31-yard line, so it should be the Jets starting the ball at the 46, I believe. 47. So I accidentally lost the footage of that drive, but Tyree Gorin was able to pull in a big touchdown catch. And the Bengals defenders were swarming him, but he was able to break free and get the touchdown. So now we have a 31-16 game in the Jets' advantage. So now Bengals football down 31-16 after a short drive from the Jets. So now 3rd and 7, handoff to Bernard, who goes nowhere. CJ Daly makes the big play. Only a yard in the play, and the Jets will get the ball back now. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Hobgood-Chittick back to throw. Scrambles. He has space. He's going to take it, and he has plenty of space down the sideline. Steps out of bounds. A 20-yard run by BHC. It's now 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff. Keel goes nowhere. Blown up in the backfield. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 now. The receivers to the left side. Hobgood-Chittick under pressure just has to dump it off to Johns. Asher Johns just shy of the first down marker, however. So now the Jets will have to punt it away. BHC having a pretty good game so far, 273 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now Bengals ball at the 12-yard line. Here's a handoff. No, a play fake, and Dalton is sacked. Ray Armstrong with the 2nd sack of the game on another blitz. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 19. Usually he's a cover guy, but here he's blitzing, making big plays. So now 3rd and 15. Dalton in the shotgun, drops back. He has time. The O-line's holding up. He moves to the left side, throws across his body, intercepted by Marcus May. I don't know what Dalton was thinking there. It's a terrible decision. Should have just thrown it away at that point, really, as May just makes a gimme interception right there. I mean, Dalton throwing across his body, for one thing, that is a rookie mistake, and Dalton's been in this league long enough to know he's not supposed to do things like that. Now the Jets have the ball at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. BHC drops back, throws it to the corner, and a great catch. And Jordy Nelson, yes, he is back, ladies and gentlemen, makes a big catch at the 4-yard line. He's been making plays all day so far. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. BHC back to pass, throws over the middle, and he finds Derek Peet. And Derek Peet gets his first touchdown of his career over the middle, 4 yards out. And now the Jets have a 38-16 lead with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a 3rd and 7. Here's Dalton. Has time, he scrambles, going to throw it right side, and a great sideline catch by John Ross. And that's going to bring up a new set of downs as the Bengals just barely in Jets territory now. 3rd and 6 from the 45 as 2 receivers to the right side. Here's Dalton. Going to throw over the middle, finds Shrek. And Shrek able to get down to the 15-yard line. And the Bengals, again in the red zone, more times than not, they've had to settle for field goals. Can they get into the end zone on this drive? 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Dalton going to hand it off to Mixon, and Joe Mixon runs DRC over. Gets about 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring it into the 3rd quarter. And the Jets with a commanding 38-16 lead. Final quarter of this game, the Jets have a 38-16 advantage. Can the Bengals come back? Stranger things have happened? I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Now 3rd and 6. Dalton rolls left, and he's going to find A.J. Green down to the 4-yard line. A new set of downs for the Bengals as they look to cut into this lead, have an improbable comeback, and on 1st and goal, Dylan Donahue jumps off sides. So now the Bengals have the ball at the 2-yard line. 3 tight ends to the left side. They're going to hand it off to Bernard, and Bernard able to get into the end zone easily for a touchdown. Everybody just converged on the tight end side, but no one was there to make the stop. It's now 38-22. Bengals going for 2 now. Here's Dalton. Dalton has time. He's going to scramble to the left side, and nobody's going to stop him from running into the corner. Defense should have gone with him, but instead he gets the 2 points. So now it's a 38-24 lead for the Jets as they'll return this kickoff. And Johns tries to return this. He muffs it, though, but he picks it up. He doesn't have a lot of space to move now, but he does get some yards. He breaks a tackle. He's up the left sideline. He's out of speed, though. Can he make it to the end zone? Johns is out of steam, but so is the kickoff team. Check me out on SoundCloud, ladies and gentlemen. The link is in the description. Touchdown Jets. A 102-yard touchdown return that started off really badly, but Johns able to make up for it with the return. So now 45-24 Jets as Dalton drops back on 2nd and 5. Gonna throw right side. He finds Eifert, and Jamal Adams just straight up missed him, but luckily Eifert spins out of bounds anyways. So a new set of downs for the Bengals again. Now we have a 2nd and 7 from the 43 of the New York Jets. Here's Dalton, gonna throw the screen to Bernard. Bernard has space, and he steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And you guessed it, another set of downs for the Bengals. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton, gonna run the draw to Bernard. Bernard goes nowhere this time, only gets about a yard, so he went somewhere, but nowhere very far. Now 3rd and 9. Dalton gonna throw left side to Green on the slant. Green down to the 14-yard line. And once again, another set of downs for the Bengals. Now 1st and 10, 5 receivers in the set. Here's Dalton, gonna throw it, and it's caught by Eifert. Tough catch to make, but he is a tough cookie himself. So now it's gonna be a 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain. Dalton in the shotgun again. He throws and doesn't find anybody, however, incomplete. Now a 3rd and 3. Dalton back to pass, just gonna dump it off to Bernard, and Bernard able to get the 1st down, just barely. Gets to the 3-yard line, that is. Now it's gonna be a 1st and goal for the Bengals as with under 9 minutes to go, the Bengals are looking to cut into the lead again. Handoff, and Bernard blown up in the backfield. Went absolutely nowhere. That's Hackney, I believe, on the tackle. Now it's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. This time Mixon checks in, and Donahue makes the play in the backfield again. Daly there as well. Now the Bengals have the ball at the 9-yard line for 3rd and goal. 1 tight end on the field, 3 receivers, 2 to the right side. Here's Dalton. He's going to scramble. Will he try to run it? Yes, he does, and he's hit hard. Casey Hackney lays the boom down on Dalton. He gets to the 4-yard line, and the Bengals are going to go for it on 4th down. But a false start is going to drive him back 5 yards. So essentially, Dalton got blown away for nothing. Now we have a 4th and goal from the 9. 3 receivers in the set, 1 tight end. And here's Dalton. He has time. He's going to throw it to Perryman, and Perryman couldn't get his feet down. And that'll be a turnover on downs. The Jets pretty much have this game wrapped up, more or less. Now they'll probably just look to run the clock. Now a 2nd and 7 from the 12. Here's Asher Johns, who's checked into the game. Johns going to take it to the left side. A big run, I believe the longest, well, tied for the longest run of the game with BHC. But the longest run by a running back in this game so far for the Jets. It's going to be a 3rd and 14 from the 28. BHC going to throw over the middle, and he's intercepted by Kevin Minter. Minter down to about the 28-yard line. So BHC doesn't escape this game completely unscathed on the stat line. But this late in the game, I don't think that interception is going to cost the Jets much at all. Here's Dalton on 1st and 10. He's going to try to scramble, fumbles it, and the Jets get the ball right back. Donahue able to make the recovery and the sack, I believe. So now the Jets are just going to be able to run the clock down. Hopefully they don't turn it over again. 2nd and 11, handoff to Johns. Johns brought down by his face mask. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And a new set of downs for the Jets. Overall, just a very sloppy game by this Bengals defense. 2nd and 3. And another handoff to Johns up the middle, and he has another 1st down. So just about to the 2-minute warning. One more play and we'll be there. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 11 after an injury. Here's a pitch out to Johns. Johns cuts it inside, and he's just shy of the 1st down marker as we hit the 2-minute warning. So now 3rd and 2, a 1st down here will end it. Hand off to Johns, and Johns spins forward. Did he get the first, though? Yes, he did. So that's going to bring an end to this game. And the Jets start off the 2019 campaign with a huge victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. The final score, 45-24. As overall, this was just a great all-around effort by the New York Jets, offensively and defensively. We'll talk offensively first. Blake Hobgood-Chittick looked really good in this game. In his first game back from shoulder surgery. And he has 4 touchdown passes. 1 interception happened in garbage time. I can't really get too mad about that. And we had 4 takeaways in this game to just 2 turnovers by us. Our run game was really lackluster today, but we'll fix it. I think Asher Johns is probably going to start next week against Dallas. But overall, a great game from Jordy Nelson as well, and Tyree Gorin. Asher Johns came in and did a really good job of running the football. Denard Robinson with that fumble, I don't know if he's going to stay on the team. He had a great season last year, of course, but he lost his job in preseason, then fumbles in this game. That's just not a good look. But yeah, as you see, Nelson and Gorin had great stats in this game. 4 catches over 140 yards for both of them. But offensive line gave up too many sacks. Levitra gave up a sack. Cullen Roberts gave up 2 on the left side. And Casey Hackney, CJ Daly had 26 total tackles combined. So great job by both of those guys. The D-line kind of struggled when it came to pass rushing, but Ray Armstrong, when I blitzed him, he was able to get back there and get some sacks. Overall, just a great game. I'm very happy with how the team played in general. So our next game is going to be at Jerry World, actually. We're taking on the Dallas Cowboys, who we played in preseason. Should be an interesting matchup. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button. If you've been subbed or if you're new, hit the bell, join the notification gang. And of course, hit the like button on this video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You have a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. I am out of here. Deuces.